Hello, welcome. Welcome to my backyard. It's a beautiful day out. I thought today would be a great day to plant some peas. If you have snap peas or sugar snap peas. So if you don't have peas, you can pick some up at the grocery store. They usually have seeds there. I know Walmart has seeds, but peas are something that you can plant early as soon as you can work into the soil. You can actually plant them in March. So you have a couple of options for planting today. If you have a vegetable garden, you can plant these right into the soil in your vegetable garden. If you don't have a vegetable garden, if you have a pot that you could plant them into that you can keep them in for the growing season, you could plant them in that. We're going to also build a little trellis. So I just made this out of some sticks that I had in the yard. So I'll show you how to do that at the end. But another thing you can do if you don't have a planter is you can just take a box. So I have a smaller Amazon box here, and I'm going to put a garbage bag inside of it. If you have a box, I'm just going to get started with that. We're going to just cut off the sides if you can't fold them in. And we're going to make a little planter for our sweet peas, our snap peas. Alright, once you have your box ready to go with the sides removed, you're going to want to get a bag to fit in it. The only bag I had that would fit is a garbage bag, so I'm just going to put that inside to act as a liner for my box so that the water, when you're watering your peas, isn't going to destroy the box. So another thing, a couple things you can plant this time of year when you can first work the soil and that won't be harmed if there is a frost are peas, some varieties of lettuce, arugula you can plant, radishes you can plant, spinach you can plant. So there's a few different things that you can plant. It's kind of fun to get started in growing some things that you can keep outside. And you can always plant seeds inside and start growing herbs inside or get tomatoes started inside. But a lot of other vegetables can't handle being outside right now because of the danger of frost killing them. So once you have your box ready, what else do we need to grow our seeds? What are we missing? All right, we have soil. So we're going to get started filling this box with some soil. All right, once your soil's in there, you're just going to kind of level it all out so it's smooth and even so the water doesn't pool up in one spot. So before planting anything, you always want to read the back of your seeds. So for these snap peas, you can plant outdoors whenever the weather allows. Plant 1.5 inches apart in rows, and you want to plant them down 2 inches into the soil. So that's just for planting in your garden. After a bit, you would end up thinning these plants to 3 inches apart. So since I'm just going to leave them in here for the growing season, I'm going to plant them 3 inches apart now. So you want to keep in mind that you're going to have some sort of a trellis in here. So when you're planting them, you want to plant them a little in front of the trellis. You can actually plant on each side of the trellis. So 2 inches into the soil. I'm going to show you these peas here. So they're just a little shriveled, otherwise they look just like a pea. And you're going to put them down 2 inches, which is about from here to here on my finger, and then 3 inches apart. So I'm not going to be able to fit a ton in here, but I'm going to try doing 4 in this row and 4 in the other row. All right, once you have those in, you're going to cover up your holes. And then, so we have our soil, we have our seeds, Now we need our water. So give them a little drink. And if you end up seeing one of your seeds, just tuck it back in. Okay, so for the next part, since I'm doing peas, these peas need a trellis to grow on. Alright, I'm just going to show you again what my trellis that I made earlier looks like. So it's very simple, pretty rustic. If you have yarn, that will work to tie your sticks together. I had this kind of twine stuff that I'm going to be using. You could do zip ties if you wanted, but I think yarn or this string here would work great. So get some of that, collect some sticks, and I'll show you how to put it together. So you want to get your sticks so that they're about the same length. It's not the end of the world, but just try your best to break them to about the same length. And if you lay them out, and then you can match up your other sticks. So get your sticks laid out, and then you can kind of figure out where you want to put your other sticks. So you have your vertical and your horizontal sticks. And so the peas will have these vines, and they'll just kind of grow up the trellis. So this is going to help the peas. So I'm just getting an idea. And they don't have to be straight. You can see mine aren't perfectly straight by any means. It's just going to be a nice looking trellis. Alright, once you get it laid out, you want to take your string or yarn, whatever you're using, and you can cut a few pieces. It's definitely easier to cut them a little longer than you're going to need them, because you don't want to have too short of a piece that you're not able to then tie it around a couple of times. So put it into the back side. Your other ones might fall off, your other sticks, but that's all right. And you know what? It'll be easier if you start with your middle part to just kind of get it attached. So you're going to put it under the stick and then go over the side, and you're just going to wrap it around a couple of times in a few different directions. And keep it tight. You definitely want it to stay tight. And so when I go on the back side, I'm kind of twisting it. And then you're going to tie it off. And you can do one tie and then do another. So we're just doing little double knots here. And this one is almost too short. Okay, so I have my first one. And these sticks we don't have to worry about right now. So now that I have it on the center, I can tie off my two sides. Alright, once you've done them all, you can just trim any little ends. And then then get your planter. We will get this placed inside. So I did 2 rows. I'm going to stick this in between the 2 rows. You can kind of push the soil down on each side of it. And that is it. So these peas need full sun. So find a sunny spot for them and make sure you water them and send us a picture. We'd love to see what you did, what your design was. All right, thanks for stopping by today and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.